What is up, and welcome back to another video, I Talk Family. We got some George Springer news to discuss, but before we get into it, if you are new to the channel, like this video and consider subscribing to join the I Talk family so you don't miss any future MLB news or breakdowns. Now, let's talk Springer. So George Springer has been a free agent for so long up until this point. It's pretty ridiculous. But we do know that the New York Mets and the Toronto Blue Jays are the two teams in on the former Houston Astros World Series MVP. However, we've known that for like 10 years by now, so that's not really news. Things are looking like they are starting to come to form as multiple sources are saying that George Springer is going to be making a decision as soon as this very week. Also, there are reports saying that the Blue Jays are heavily interested in Springer. Now, you may be asking what is news about that. We've kind of known that for a while now. Well, let me put it this way. The Blue Jays' top priority right this moment in time is signing George Springer to be their center fielder. The Jays and Springer were expected to reconnect earlier this week and may have done so already. Industry sources said. Earlier in the offseason, the Blue Jays are believed to have presented Springer with a 5-year offer for more than $100 million. Reported Jim Duquette, who's the former Mets GM who now works for SNY. Now, the Blue Jays have a chance to present Springer with an improved offer, or at least to continue selling him on the franchise. I think it will be the former, and the Jays will be willing to up their number to bring him north of the border. George Springer has reportedly wanted $175 million, and I'd be shocked if he actually gets that. I wouldn't be so shocked if either the Mets or Blue Jays say screw it and give him around $150 million, though. I could very well see that happening, and would also assume that many people around the industry would believe the same, and would agree with me on that. There have been reports that Springer prefers the Mets because of how they are closer to his home state of Connecticut, but I don't believe that, and his interest in the Blue Jays is believed to be really genuine, with them being based in Toronto posing little or no obstacle. So at the end of the day, money talks. It's not really about where he signs, just where the most money is, where he signs. The Mets are not out of the race, but it would take some trades to make sure they stay under the luxury tax in a potential Springer deal. If the Blue Jays don't land George Springer, Jackie Bradley Jr. is an option for an outfield addition. They also plan to add an infielder, and the market is stacked with guys like Colton Wong, Didi Gregorius, Marcus Semien, along with Justin Turner, and trade candidate Chris Bryant. Speaking of all those free agents, yep, you guessed it, none of them have even been close to signing anywhere this offseason in this incredibly slow and boring offseason, so hopefully that starts to pick up. So the Blue Jays mean business, but little do they know that spring training is like a month away. Or just kidding, they do know that. At least I hope they do. My point is that they haven't really done anything up until this point. Spring training is starting up pretty darn soon, so they better get moving, and George Springer may very well be the big fish they land this offseason. Where do you think George Springer ends up? Let me know down in the comments. Like this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel to join the I Talk family, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.